looks like he's coming back in.
Yeah. He's not gaining in altitude.
No, he's going down.
He's not going down. Don't say that with flight.
No, I'm...
No, he's good. He's leveling. He definitely took a different path than the last one.
Yeah, the last
I
one
was
went
wondering
that way.
about that because I was just about to say, what happens if he had an engine out? Because he's heading into terrain at that point. Now he's good. It's probably heavy. Update from Killarney.
It's raining.
That's your update.
That's about all you're gonna get.
What trail update are we on? 5? Midday-ish?
Something like that, yeah.
And we have a highway. This is the fastest we've walked.
No, we're in...
Future us. It is no longer May. We are not in Killarney. We're very far from Killarney in very different weather. So what I had just said was that this is a highway and we've never had hiking easier than this so far. Slowly, actually not slowly, but very quickly came to an abrupt end. The rain came down even farther. And this one warned me that the rocks were ice and wet. She was very, very, very right about that. Killarney, the ridges in Killarney in the rain are almost, well, they are pretty much deadly in the rain. Like with the elevation, the drop-offs, the slippery rock, it was pretty bad. We were doing about 1 kilometer every hour. We had just over 12 kilometers to get to camp, which is my biggest pet peeves about provincial parks, is that you're scheduled to be at a certain site at a certain time on a certain day. And we nearly spent a night out in the mountains, and the only reason why we did not is because it wasn't level enough for our tent. We could have made an emergency shelter, but I just didn't want to cross that bridge and start cutting stuff in the middle of Provincial Park and then get in trouble. Pinky's out. Pinky's out. Oh, you make a great hot chocolate. My God. So we realized probably about noon that we were going very, very slowly. Very, very slowly. We stopped to have lunch, which you will see at this lake. We set up a tarp and got out of the rain. We were pretty soaked. We were hiking well into the dark. We made our second last but highest.
The tarp leaked.
What's that?
The tarp leaked.
The tarp leaked. We made our second highest summit just as it was getting dark, and we took a selfie at the top, which I will put in the video. We got to get off this, and it suddenly went. The descent was extremely steep and extremely dangerous and extremely dark, and we couldn't see the trail signs, and we used the GPS and the trail designation on the GPS to find the trail, which was already sketchy. We were in a wash coming down. We came by a campsite who had a nice fire, and thank you very much for not seeing if we were okay, which we were all right. And I don't think I've ever seen you pushed to those limits in anything we've done. Pure exhaustion is an understatement.
I was done.
We got into camp. It turned out we woke up in the morning and the camp was actually on the trail. You got out of the tent and there's the trail. As we set up in the dark and in the rain, and you were just getting into hypothermic state. So we did a hypo wrap up for her quick. We did a little end of the day video, a little end of the day interview, and which will be on here. And you promptly crashed. I think you were out within 15 seconds by the time you finally zipped up your sleeping bag and got the space blanket tucked in. But it ended up being okay. Was definitely not what we expected. I'm kind of glad it happened, because it really added that, oh my God, factor. And the last thing I wanted to see was us pushing the little red button on the GPS because of an injury or something. And our team, our search and rescue team, getting deployed on us. I did not want to see those fluorescent green jackets at all. As much as I love each and every single one of those people, I did not want to see them on that trip in uniform. Anyways, that is a little interruption of the video. Enjoy. We're going to enjoy chocolate, hot chocolate, fire, like in mid-December.
We're not mid-December yet.
We're close enough. It is. Oh, no, we're not. It's December 7th. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Day 4.
Yeah, but it's update 4 because we did 4 last night. Now this is 5. It's not a daily update. It's a midday update because we haven't had a trail this smooth in days, other than that one in the trees. But
That was it.
it's raining.
Pretty decent one in the trees.
No fucking black flies. Knock on wood. My advice, ditch the poles.
I'm going to. I just want to get down this part. To about here, I think.
Yep, just toss them beside me. That works. That works too. What sucks is that branch that I kicked at, same side as your previous injury from a stick sliding on something.
It's not going to hurt, is it?
Well, you already have a hole.
Yeah, true. Not in these pants, they're new.
Oh God, yeah. So it's a great time to test equipment, is doing this shit. Nice.
And for my final stretch. Oh, 1.
More downsy. Mountain shit. What was that? Little Mountain Lake, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what you just said.
Greater Mountain Lake. "15 minutes to lunch."
What's that? Oh. Am I going the wrong direction?
No, just keep going. It's when she's slow on the trail and you get her to kick your own ass. Those fucking Crocs are swinging like a pair of old loose nuts. Love you too. This will be your best route. One slightly used Osprey pack for sale. What? Probably pulled it apart, didn't it? Okay. That's good. Good job. If you want to go above the packs on the other side of that pine tree, go ahead. And then I'll just hand everything else up to you. You're now past the anchor?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, I figured that.
Okay. Don't go too far, because you are anchored to a tree here. Yes.
Does it look like I pushed my bum?
Look at your foot. Yeah, can't have dirty footwear on Killarney. That being said, don't fall in the river.
I'm trying not to. Where'd you go?
Get out of your way, is that your thing?
Oh.
What the fuck? You okay? We just... That was bear spray. Bear spray works.
Sorry, I swore.
Are you kidding? I'm renaming this mountain. Who's your daddy bitch? I swear to God. Because he's your daddy.
You're such an ass.
It's a really good route with your right hand in front of you.
Really good route with my right hand.
It's in front of you, up. Video diary what?
6, I think. Day 4.
I don't even remember.
I think you did a 5 midway.
It is 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, it only took us an hour to set up camp.
We just got in. Today was a slog. It poured. It actually started out not too bad. And we left camp and we delayered because we got hot immediately. And then it started raining, so we dropped the packs. We put on our rain jackets. Again, the ones we just took off, we put back on. Walked a little farther and it started pouring. Actually, that was the point when we put our shells on. We'd walked a bit. Mm-hmm. It started coming down, so we threw our shells back on. We walked maybe another 500 meters, and I'm like, you think I might put my new rain pants back on? Or I put them on for the first time ever. And this one's like, nah, I think I'm still good. And then it came down even more. So this one put her rain pants on. They saved our asses today.
I ripped the ass out of mine.
She ripped the ass out of hers. It rained nonstop actually until we put the tent up. I noticed the moon was out.
Yeah, it just stopped raining.
Just stopped raining. We climbed a mountain just to get up here. We have a ½ liter of water.
A mountain.
A mountain. Well, no, we climbed, I think, like 5 today.
Yeah.
But we climbed a mountain just to get to this stupid site, which sucks from my point of view in the dark so far. Mm-hmm. The terrain got us today.
The train and the bear spray.
There was an accident.
Fucking bear spray.
Bear spray. It didn't accidentally go off. It went off like it was supposed to. The safety cap fell off of the trigger, and I was filming her coming through a creek, and she bumped into my pack because I was trying to get out of the way, and it sprayed bear spray. It sounded like a fire extinguisher. I'm like, oh, it's got a fire extinguisher out here.
It did not smell like a fire extinguisher.
Immediately. I got it all on video too. But everybody's okay. Every so often when I go in for a kiss, I can, ooh, he smells spicy.
Yeah, I got a couple of burns from it. Or not
Yeah,
burns,
she's got a burn on her hand.
And one on my arm.
That we've been taking care of.
Purell.
Purell actually works really good.
Hand sanitizer makes it feel
Purell
better.
works pretty good. So that was one thing. We got to a cliff we couldn't get up with our packs, so I free soloed up the sucker, and then we cabled him up with the 750 cord, little paracord on steroids, and made a little rescue loop, and just so she would be a little safer, and belayed her up
in the pouring rain.
In the pouring rain, and it was super good enough. Yeah.
Sleeping bags soaked.
Yeah, our sleeping bags are a bit wet.
We have all the clothes that we own on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anything
pretty
that's
much.
dry is
I'm not
on.
wearing pants though, because I'm still drying off.
We don't need a shot of that.
No, it's not happening. Yeah.
And I'm wearing his pants.
Yeah, she's wearing my other... I actually brought 2 pairs of kind of wet weather pants because, I don't know, I'm just trying stuff out on a trip that's 70 kilometers long. So she's wearing them. So she's got a little extra layer of warmth and moisture protection. Yeah, the rocks got super slippery, and it took us... I'm not even going to say double the time, quadruple the time to cover ground. Like, you'd look at the GPS and it would say, oh, you're still 1.5 kilometers away from your next point. And then you look like an hour and a half later, and, oh, you're 1.2 kilometers. And I'm like, how did we cover like 300 meters in an hour? It's just a train.
It was only supposed to be 12 kilometers, and it took us 12 and a half hours.
It's the longest 12 kilometers we've ever hiked.
It took us 12 and a half. We left at 20 to 10 this morning.
And we were strong. We felt good today, other than the last hour. We came off that last mountain when the dark. We put our headlamps on, and we went down this little ravine that was a river with river stones. So it's just constant ankle busting in the dark. You can't see trail markers because they don't put them on every tree here. This isn't Murphy's Point. You really need to be aware of where you're going. We had the GPS, and of course with the cold weather and the rain, every time you exhaled, the reflection would white out your vision from your headlamp. So it's just a nightmare, but goddamn, it was actually kind of fun now that we're in bed.
And my glasses got fogged up.
She couldn't see shit. I couldn't see shit. And yeah, we got here. We're tired. We didn't even make dinner. We had a great lunch, though, in the rain, under the tarp. Videos to come.
Night.
Night.